It's Madden NFL 24, and we're in for a rematch of Super Bowl 40. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday night primetime.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this was a team after the Russell Wilson trade that looked like they might be bottoming out. But for years, the Seahawks have had great success in the the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Here's Pickett on second down. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Part of check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 33-yard line. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett sets up play action. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Taken in at the 11. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Geno now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 84 yards. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe, his 2nd sack of the night. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Pickett. Under pressure, they got him again. Boye Mafe. What a start to this ballgame. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's Pickett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Pickett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Darrell Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0 from the 46. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's one. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Pickett. A short one there with Freiermuth.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
There he was in the slot for the catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. 2nd down and a yard. They'll throw again with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Nice little juke. He's to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. His guys still have the lead, but that pick 6 a moment ago didn't help matters much as they start with a 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Smith. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The stop made there by Chandon Sullivan. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And going right back to Walker. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Running left is Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And quickly they get to the line. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic 1st down.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this to Pickens. Still going. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 70 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No. Boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. The Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well, and the back's getting the ball, and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to Walker on first down. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
And Walker once more. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Myers connects on the PAT. Back now in Seattle, Washington. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Pickett on second down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run again with Walker. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Trying the left side with Walker. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's got some space here.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. Hand off here to Walker.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Running right, here's Walker.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
On the give, it's Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Keanu Benton, the 2nd-round pick, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.